This is part 3 for Unit 2, or Lesson 2, and we're going to be talking about the properties on the desktop. And what we have here, after making a right click on the blank space on our desktop, we have a list of being able to put these icons on your desktop in certain order. For example, you can have it in the name order, or the size, or the type, or modify. Also, I have it checked to align to grid, which means they will be spaced nice and even across the page. Show desktop icons is checked to be able to show the graphics that are on there. So with that, we move on to our next slide and realize the properties of the desktop. This is out of the same menu by making a right click on a blank space on your desktop and selecting the bottom list there for properties. Now, on the top of the window that comes up is what we call the title bar. The title bar is displayed for every window that is open, and it will contain the name of the program that we are working with. For example, we are working with display properties. With that in mind, we are also opening other windows with Writer or whatever, but it will contain the name of the program that is operating along with the name of the document you're working on. So it's a very informative bar. Now, as we proceed, we have on the right side there is a red box to be able to close this window, or you can press with your mouse down here on the bottom. It's called a radio button, and if you press on that, it will close the window. So there are two ways to be able to close this window when you're finished with it. Now take notice that across this section here we have several different tabs, and these tabs will identify the parts of the settings that we want to make on our desktop. For example, we are on themes presently, and you can also change the appearance of the desktop, set your screensaver to be something more interesting than what's installed, and change its appearance. Now, settings will have something to do with the operation of your monitor. Now, take notice that the general appearance is noted here. A theme is a background plus a set of sounds, icons, and other elements to help you personalize your computer with one click. And what we're talking about here, by default, we have what is called a list of themes that we can use with the drop-down menu. I'm not sure if that will... Okay, we'll be getting into that in the demonstration at the class. Here we have the desktop appearance. This is called a background, but another word for it is wallpaper. Wallpaper is displayed only on the desktop when you first turn on your computer. It is not reflected in other windows as you open them. Now, there is also a place where you can customize the desktop for your own personal use. And when I get your computer, I go into that section and make sure that these desktop icons are activated, that you have them on your desktop to get started. After I do this, I go in and I make a shortcut for you for OpenOffice so that your computer will be ready to use. Now, on the web, we have a current home page, and we can choose other selections of your liking. You can create your own. I have really done nothing with this, but we do have that option. This is the end of this part, and we'll be getting more on the properties of your desktop and be able to customize it more as we proceed. Remember, this does not constitute for personal attendance. As you come in, you're able to ask questions and get a better understanding for anything I'm not clear on.